Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum.
alaikum.
We're gonna definitely put some things on Facebook Live too, family. But right now, we are live on Facebook. All praises due to Allah that we get to see your beautiful faces once again. Now, welcome to Mind Spark Creations. That's number one. Welcome to Mind Spark Creations.
That's right.
That's number one. All right. And we appreciate you all for your continued support. I'm going to say that again. We appreciate you all for your continue. You can go ahead and try to go live.
Okay.
Yeah. We appreciate you all for your continued support. As of right now, at this moment, though, family, that we've been blocked from going live on Facebook, but we're trying to do some workarounds. You know how it is. So you may see us over these next 30 days a little bit more on Instagram and things like that. So stay tuned for that. But we will continue recording our shows right here live on YouTube. That's right. We're gonna continue recording our show live right here on YouTube. We want to give you our reflections and thoughts on 2020 today. But you already know before we get started, you know how we gonna do. So let me do something. Try to get a few more bodies up in here. No, I'm not gonna be able to do it like that. Let me see if I can do it like that. But anyway, my sweet wife gonna try to get us online. Well, family, as we get started, before we get started, we gotta give you a little bit of theme music. You already know how it goes. So, this is actually the theme music for the Queen of Rap. This is a song I did called Here Come the Queen. But since Here Come 2021, then we wanna give you this song in dedication to it.
You take that one and give me a line.
You know how we do it. Excuse my coffee. I was rushing a little bit this morning. All right, family. All right. So we got a few announcements for you as always. As always, we're gonna make a few announcements. As always, we're gonna make a few announcements for you. All right. Well, you already know the first announcement is, as always, family, always, we want you to support the baddest, boldest, coldest newspaper on the planet Earth. And that newspaper, dear family, is the Final Call newspaper, if you didn't know, all right? It's the newspaper delivering that hard-hitting, uncompromised truth. That's right. And as we want you to know, closing out this year, you already beginning to see and hear what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has told us is absolutely true. So I'm going to show that again. I'm going to show that paper again. If you don't have this one, let us know. We'll definitely get it to you. If you don't, we can get this to you. We can ship it to you. But if you got Muslims in your community, let them know that you want this edition right here so that you and your family can have it. If not, then definitely subscribe to the Final Call, finalcalldigital.com. That's right, finalcalldigital.com. Definitely subscribe to that. Family, as always, we want to make you to know that we will be live. We'll be live. They'll be replaying our show on Phenomenal Radio this Friday. You just go ahead, download the TuneIn app. Download the TuneIn app, family, And then you'll be able to type in Phenomenal Radio. That's going to be at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time on Friday, and 8 o'clock Central Standard Time on Saturday. So with that said, family, definitely go over and support us also on Phenomenal Radio. Shout out to Slate Stone and the Phenomenal Radio crew. Excuse me this morning. Crew.
You need more coffee.
I need more coffee. Let me get a little more. All right. But also we also and we thank them for their opportunity to be on Phenomenal Radio. They are reaching millions of people and giving us the opportunity to do the same. So we really truly appreciate being a part of that family and that 1,000 network. Okay. All right, and also we are also on Pandora Radio as well. So for those of you who listen to Pandora Radio, we are on there. Every one of our shows is on there, so you can go type in MindSpark Creations, and you'll find us on Pandora Radio. You'll find us on Pandora Radio. And today, if you didn't know, is the almost the last day of Kwanzaa. This particular principle is Nia, purpose. That's right. This particular principle is Nia, and that is purpose, family. And as we get ready to go into this new year, we have to remember that. We have to remember our divine purpose, okay? We have to remember the reason why we're here. We have to remember that whatever is coming at us and whatever is going on, that Almighty God, Allah, has already made us to handle whatever is coming. They've already made us to handle whatever is coming, family. So with that, just remember that as you go, you already constitutionally fit. As my brother Daryl always said, we are constitutionally fit to handle whatever it is that God puts on us. And so, family, we want us to enter into this new year with more wisdom, with more knowledge, with more understanding. So before, I want to just let my wife say a few things before we bring on a few minutes of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to set up the base for this conversation today.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. Praying everybody is awesome. Wow, I'm excited to just think about what this year has brought. I know it has been trying. It has been difficult. But Lord, don't that bring the best out of you? Shouldn't it bring the best out of you? When things get hard, we get tougher. That's the way we roll around here. Allah made us great. Allah made us mighty. We are his children. We are blessed and highly favored. Does that mean we won't experience difficulties? Not at all. Jesus experienced many difficulties, many trials, many tribulations, but he triumphant in the end, right?
That's right.
So when we look at those that believe in God and trust in God and know that he is our salvation, he is the giving us the victory, then even though it has been difficult and it has been trying, we are here. We are able to go through another day. We are able to make it better and better every time. So we're going to look at this past year and some of the things that we have been able to accomplish, some of our trials, and then we're going to look at plans for 2021.
All right. And let Mr. Jamee come on in and say a few things just to greet our guests.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I'm glad to be able to wake up this morning by Allah's grace and mercy.
Absolutely.
Every day, because I know that I've lost a nice amount of family members, and we all have. There's definitely been a trying year, honestly. But I mean, there's been success this year because we literally started the ABS tribe how many months ago now? 4 months or 6 months? 6 months ago. And the methods of the ABS tribe they're really paying off, honestly. I even built my own website that I'm still developing.
gonna get into.
No, I wasn't. I'm just giving I'm giving a summary.
Sir.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
And then I've been becoming more confident in myself. So I'm going to.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, family. So we're gonna take a few minutes, and Mr. Jami, if you would drop the link Mom shared in the groups, so that they can come on and join us too. But we're gonna keep on moving on. Oh, we also want to let you all know that we're not gonna do all of our shows today. We're not going to do all of our shows today. This is going to be the only show that we're going to do to give you the opportunity to spend time with your families and to give you an opportunity to do your own reflections as we get ready to bring in this new year. So we're only going to do this one show today. We're only going to do one show today, and we'll give you the opportunity. If you want to hear some things, you could go back and listen. You can listen on our and subscribe. That's right. You go back on our YouTube channel and you can actually listen. You can subscribe. And we have over 77 episodes there. We have over 77 episodes on their family. And I did put the link in the chat right there. So you'll be able to actually pull that up. And that way you can go ahead, click that like button, click that subscribe, smash it, as they say, smash that subscribe button, okay? Right. And then that way you can always go back and watch anything that we have done all the way from our first episode all the way to right now.
That's right.
That's right, right now. So as we record live, they go up on YouTube. So you'll be able to access them if you're not a visual person. Then, of course, we are on Anchor FM. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We are on Phenomenal Radio, Pandora, and, pretty much anywhere you can find, podcasts, we are there. Just type in MindSpark Creations, and then you'll be able to find us there. All right. So, family, without any further ado, we are going to let us hear a couple of minutes of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and give us a good base to begin this conversation this morning. Hold on. You know how we do. All right, so I'm going to put it right there.
Yep. Let me say, I pray that the new year will be happy. That's a tradition of this world. And the tradition of this world is to raise as much hell as you can as an old year goes out. Make resolutions that you don't intend to fulfill or you won't fulfill, and engage in raucous behavior. We, as Muslims, should not participate in such. The new year may be happy, but it may not be happy. So we should wish for everyone God's peace in the new year, whether there are misfortunes that we might face which won't make it happy. But if God's peace is with us, then no matter what trial or circumstance comes up in the new year, that resolve with God will help us to get through. So I would like to say to our readers as well, as to the public. The Bible says that the old world goes out with a great noise. And to symbolize how the old world is going to go out is the way this world lets the old year go out, with lots of noise and frivolity and foolishness and decadence. For us, the new year and the old, as we are blessed by God to come through an old year. But so many people started this year, friends, family, persons that influenced our lives, and they said, Happy New Year, not knowing that this year or last year would be their last year on this earth. So for me, it has always been a time of reflection. Reflection on those who started the year but were not blessed to finish it. Reflection on what we did or did not do, that we pray God will bless us to do better. New Year should be a time of deep reflection and commitment, praying that God will help us to go through this year and bring us safely into the next. So I appreciate your saying Happy New Year, but we are not the traditional people like that. We are a people that believe completely that today and tomorrow and the next day is not in our hands. So we hope and pray, inshallah, if it be the will of Allah, that we will have a great, successful year for the spreading of that divine truth that will awaken our people and all who slumber under the touch of Satan.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All praises due to Allah.
All praises due to Allah.
And some words of wisdom.
Those are some great words of wisdom.
Yes,
now,
sir.
Those are some great words of wisdom. And
That's as small as it gets.
Oh no.
And reflection that we should all really take heed to.
Yes.
You know,
and we'll come back to the world.
We have of course lost many. We've lost many loved ones this year. We've lost many great soldiers this year.
Yes.
Brother Abdullah.
You can't even name them.
So you can't even name all of them. I mean, just so many. We've lost many this year.
But as the minister said, they're martyrs. Anyone that has been lost to this pandemic is a martyr. And, what we understand is they went before us, right? And they made a sacrifice. And so many of them spent their lives, loving Allah and spreading this beautiful word and teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And we are truly thankful for each and every last one of them that has given so much of themselves to, really set a foundation. He's trying to put it, on Instagram.
That's all right. We can do it like this.
No, Dan, when they said the rotate thing,
hold on, guys.
You can go ahead.
What they gonna get side both outsides of the head?
I said you can still record when they said that rotate thing. You can still record.
Yeah, but
It wouldn't stand up there.
That's the point.
Oh yeah, people don't like that.
Upside down. I think I can do it like that. Okay, go ahead.
Either one or the other, baby. It could be you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Peace. Yeah, so we are grateful to those that have gone before us. We thank Allah for their lives, and I think this is a great place to start, is thanking Allah for each and every last one of those people in our lives that we have lost. We should always reflect on the beauty that they brought into our lives. Even if they brought pain into our lives, what did we learn from it? If we can get the lesson out of everything that we experience, then we become greater and wiser people because of it. So everyone, whether they were a believer, whether they were a relative, a friend, even those that have been in politics that we had some hope in, that did some great things. We are grateful for every last one of them, and then we have to learn from it, and then make sure that our life is being valuable, that we are spending our days not wasting our days, but spending our days being our best, right? Giving our all to our families and to ourselves. First and foremost is giving our lives to Allah, right? And living for the God. That's what's most important. And then when we live our lives on purpose like that, then we're giving the best to ourselves. Make sure you take some time out for yourself. Meditation, getting a good massage and getting your nails done or your toes done, getting a facial, just spending some time with you, loving who you are, meditating, getting you some crystals and stones in your life, and making sure that you're spending some time meditating on becoming the best you possible, and going through your trials and tribulations with Allah first and foremost in your mind, rising above emotion into the thinking of God, right? So as we reflect on 2020 and those that we have lost, let's be grateful. Let's be grateful that they were in our life, not that we lost them, but we all know that we have to pass that road. And the minister said, if you didn't want to pass that road, then you shouldn't have been born. And since we chose to be here, and if you know our history, we have chosen to be here. And because we chose to be here, let's make the best of it, fam. Let's take these lemons and make some lemonade. I don't know nobody that don't like lemonade, right? But it starts from a very bitter part. That lemon is very bitter, but we can bring sweetness to it. When things are uneasy and uncomfortable, we go to prayer, and we ask Allah to strengthen us and guide us and give us what it is that we need in order to make it through the hour.
That's right.
So that's what I really want to say on that particular subject, regarding the loss of family members and believers, and just our politicians, our civil rights leaders, our brothers and sisters that have been killed in the street. This struggle is real, but don't let it depress you, family. It is to happen. And only thing happens is by Allah's will. And we have to make the best of it, make their lives count. If you are really distressed about the crime in the streets and the police brutality, then lend your energy to make a difference in the community. Lend your energy to be a mentor to a youth, being part of a youth organization, right? Being a part of the movement, wherever you can find your place in that. We've chosen to be members of the Nation of Islam and create our own world, and that's how, I really see it. There's no life in America for us. We have to create our own. And that's the Nation of Islam. We're buying land, and we are starting to really move even more as a nation, because now as we grow because of people in the community come and help. This is a nation. It's not just the members and Muslims of the Nation of Islam. It's the community that come together. Like when we had the Nubian leadership council, that was everybody. That was Muslims, that was Christians, that was Jewish, that was Hebrew Israelites, that was us in the Black community, you know. And the more that we come together with our Hispanic community, you know, those of color, and we build a world that God would be pleased with, not based on the world that we see now. America is corrupt. It started corrupt, it's going to end corrupt. That's just the way that beast is going, right? But we create a new world, the kingdom of God, where peace and joy and love exist, helping one another, like the ABS tribe. I know y'all say y'all always talking about that ABS tribe because it's more than, you know, a business tribe or organization. It's so much bigger than that. You know, it's so many Black men and women that really want to help each other build business. They got a new one coming out, fam, called the Black World Order.
That's right.
The Black World Order. Let's look at that for a minute. It's not a something that is wrong to say that we should have that. Everybody else have it. Everybody's building for their own. Let us build for our own. We can't help anybody. You know, if I'm dying and sick and rolled over, how am I gonna help somebody else? Right? So I got to take care of me. So we have to take care of our community first. When we can get ourselves strong and standing, then we can reach out a little bit more to others or show them the way. But in the meantime, since we so broken, and we have to fix what it is that we have going on with ourselves. And the way that we do that is strengthen our relationship with Allah, our prayers, being sincere, you know, in our efforts, in helping one another, loving our brothers and sisters, removing fear from our life, removing um, doubt. Oh, that's a big one, son. Removing doubt. You can do this. You got this. Okay. So you can do it, and you can do it with the help of others. You're not alone. All you got to do is reach out. All you got to do is, you know, hey, such and such, let's do this together. I need you. You know, whatever that is. So let's remove fear. Let's remove doubt. Let's remove hatred of ourselves and one another. Let's remove um, envy and jealousy, greed. You don't have to have it all, but together we can have something. You know, we were just talking about a conglomerate of believers, right? That's what the brothers did with Black World Order. Is I think 5 multimillionaires,
That's right.
Black men who are multimillionaires, decided to come together and put together a whole new world, Black World Order, to help Black men and women and those who, you know, are willing to come up under their leadership, build a whole another mindset about land, about money, about family, about manhood, you know, and what that really means. Let's get out of that thug life. Sis, you don't really want no thug. You just want a man that's got some guts. You want a man that, you know, as the minister say, you know, has some testicular fortitude. That's what you're looking for. But he ain't got to be no thug. He ain't got to be out in the street roughing his own people up. No, he need to be the mind. You know, as my husband said in one of his poems, that ain't gangster. Real gangster is when you take over your community and build it up and make it a better place, and don't let nobody come in and harm your women and children. That's right. See, that's what you say real gangster is. That's right. That's when you take control. That's right. And we got this, family. I am so excited, you know, and I know as the minister said, you know, regarding, we don't know what 2021 is going to bring. You know, my brother made a post. He said, I don't see nobody, you know, talking about being excited about 2021 because everybody's scared, you know, because 2020 was rough. But I'm excited about 2021 because my mind is whatever Allah gives me, I'm going to do my best with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best, and I'm preparing to be better in 2021, right? So I'm preparing to be a healthier person in 2021. So I'm not, even thinking I'm going to be in the hospital. I went through all of 2020 without going to the hospital. Was it 2020? Or
Yes,
was that? No, I went in April. Was that April this year?
You only went for.
No, I didn't. That was last year.
Yeah.
So I didn't went. All praises due to Allah. Let me just tell you, all praises due to Allah, right? So I'm grateful, and that's the mind that I'm going in. I've been preparing my body for the last month. I've been doing my 1 meal a day, like I told you, on Love My Kidneys, right? Because of my health condition and my process of healing, and with the help of my brother, Dr. Akili, which I'm very grateful. I've been doing my 1 meal a day, so I'm preparing my body. And inshallah, this time next year, I'm going to tell you that I started my 1 meal every other day. So that is my goal for 2021. Always preparing to be a healthier and a better person, right? So no matter what comes my way, I pray Allah that I go through it in the right spirit, in the right heart, in the right mind. The way Minister Farrakhan goes through his trials, the way Minister Farrakhan addresses everything that has happened to him. He does it praising Allah, thanking Allah, right? Has it been easy for him? No. Most of the times it was us who made it hard. But Allah blessed him to love us anyway. So if your husband give you a hard time, love him anyway. If your wife give you a hard time, love her anyway. If your child give you a hard time, love them anyway. Don't let nothing stand between your love of each other. Sometimes we have to distance ourselves. It's okay. Sometimes they say distance makes the heart grow fonder. But let's love one another. Let that be a big word this year. Go outside of your comfort zone in loving somebody. Give them a chance. If they sincerely come to you and apologize and they sorry and they want to make amends, give them a chance and love them. You might have to love them from a distance until they prove all things. I'm not telling you to be foolish, but I'm telling you to still love them. Still pray for them. And let's make 2021 a better year for us. It's a lot going on with this vaccine. Don't hurt yourself by taking it. Okay? That's right. Get your Final Call newspaper. Stay abreast of what's going on in the community. That's going to make you stronger when you know what's going on. Ignorance, allows you to be harmed. But intelligence and wisdom and knowledge allows you to be a stronger human being to come. See, when the enemy come at you with the madness about being vaccinated, when you got evidence, when you got proof, when you got knowledge, because men and women went before you and studied it and brought it to you in this beautiful Final Call newspaper. Okay? That's research, fam. That's our nation of Islam loving us. Brothers and sisters, Muslim and Christian, write in that paper.
That's right.
So wisdom and knowledge and truth, they kiss one another. They love one another. They embrace one another.
That's right.
And that's what we need to do. We need to love each other, embrace one another in truth and in righteousness. Let's look for real, fam, at whatever it is we call differences between one another and find the truth and the thread that goes between all of it. Because it's there. Because Allah is the root. God is the root. And because He is the root, then we are connected. We are the tree. We are the fruit. Right? We are those that extend from the God. And so, I'm just excited. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for 2021. I am so thankful for each and every last one of you all that have tuned in, that have subscribed, that liked our page, that gave me words of encouragement, that supported what it is that we do, buying jewelry from the Queen of Rap, knowing that 10% of your purchase goes to Love My Kidneys. We already have established our account that Love My Kidney, all the funds that you send goes to Love My Kidneys in preparation for our 501c3. You know, that is something we're going to talk about. I'm going to let my husband talk because I think I've been talking for a few minutes. But that's what was on my heart to say to you. You know, I love you guys. I so appreciate you. And we're going to talk about Love My Kidneys a little bit more because this is going to be a big year, inshallah, for Love My Kidneys and what it is that we plan. And we're going to share that with you. But know when you support Mind Spark Creations, a portion of that goes toward Love My Kidneys. We have to give back to the community, whether it's $1 or it's $10,000, whatever it is that you're able to give. Oh, let me go. See, I went right on into Love My Kidneys because I'm excited about it. And, you know, we have to have and take responsibility for ourselves. We got this. We can do this. We're going to do it because the law said it is. And his plan will not be frustrated.
All right, family. So, you know, we're going to definitely come back again and talk about Love My Kidneys. I'm going to turn this mic around, well, just for a minute. The reason that we're doing this, family, of course, you know, they done blocked us out for 30 days on Facebook for something, quote unquote, we did to violate the community.
That's what happened when you walk with the God.
You know, we are honored to be among those who got put off for telling the truth. Okay, so whatever that is, as you see, we're gonna keep on pushing forward, keep on moving. We're gonna keep pushing forward and keep on moving. We're not gonna let nothing turn us around, family. We're not gonna let nothing and nobody turn us around. If we just gotta do YouTube, Instagram, however we gotta do it, that's what we're gonna do. That's the spirit of 2021. Now, I just want to say this, you know, relatively quickly, that 2020, as we know, 2020 is clear vision, right? 2020 is clear vision. You say everything in hindsight is 2020, meaning that you can see it clearer than you normally would. Right. Well, 2021, you're going to have to see the one. You're going to have to see the one God. You're going to have to see the one God, the one faith, the one destiny. You're going to have to see the one in 2021. Remember in our lessons, English lesson C1, my name is W.F. Muhammad. I came to North America by myself, okay? So you're going to have to see the one in 2021. The oneness of God, the oneness of our destiny, the oneness of the truth in 2021, and don't let nothing and nobody turn us around, family. You can't let nothing and nobody turn us around in 2021. Listen. Let me say this, okay? Look. We have to make a plan, family. What do I mean? We have to make a plan. So you already hear the term that they're using with this vaccination. They're saying herd immunity, as though we're sheeps or something. They're saying herd immunity. You're already seeing the ill effects of this vaccine if you're just turning on your TVs, looking on the newspaper, watching social media. You're already seeing. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has already warned us. Do not take that vaccine. So with that, yes, it's powerful to say, I'm not going to take it. It is powerful to say that. But that means you have to have a plan, because believe me, as time goes on, they already telling you about these cards they're going to give you, right? If you got the vaccine, they're going to give you these cards, and these cards are going to give you access to be able to do the normal things that you do now. So if you don't have these cards, it may mean that you can't go to the store. You can't go here. You can't go there. I've already heard that they're talking about you can't get your license renewed if you don't have the vaccine. Well, look, that means that you and I and we have to have a plan, family. and we have to have a plan that includes how we're going to make monies for ourselves and our families in this hour. Because yes, you can say no, but in saying no, you have to have a plan. Okay? That means right now, as we're getting ready to start this year 2021, God willing, tomorrow, that means that you already know that means you got to have an online business. That means you have to have an online presence. That means you have to have some product or service that you can offer that is online, that's going to give you the ability to make money for yourself, or you're going to have some kind of online position where you're working from home. Well, that means you need to start making your road in right now. You need to start making your road in right now as we speak. This is very important. This is very important because if you don't do that, then what will happen is that, well, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't get this, I can't get that, I don't have this, I don't have that. Well, that's why we come together as a collective right now. We come together as a collective right now. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us in the message to the black man, 5 or 6 of you get together. You get together and you start a business. Well, that's what we have to do. 5 or 6 of us get together. Somebody take the market, and somebody take the business aspect. Somebody take this and that. Then what we're going to invest in, somebody do that, because it's going to take us as a collective to make it through these times. Okay, it's going to take us as a collective to make it through these times. So what I'm saying to you, if you haven't tapped in, if you haven't accessed the ABS Tribe, that's only one option. You can go with what you want, but the ABS Tribe is teaching you how to come online, to turn your story and your skills into viable income for you. And it's your own brothers and sisters that love you, that's helping you to navigate, and they have a proven track record in which they can show you what it is that God has blessed them to reap, family. Right. So we're not talking about philosophical. We're talking about a reality that they are being successful into the millions of dollars. And now they're starting a company, as my wife mentioned, Black World Order, where it's 5 black millionaires getting together to teach us investment, to be the bank, to have a digital online presence, to create digital products, and many other things that they're going to be doing.
Right. Let me just say this.
Go ahead.
I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I've said, that I need some friends with money, right? I need to hang around people, who have business sense. Because if we're constantly hanging around people who don't have money, if we're constantly hanging around people who don't have any inspiration in their life, we tend to stay in that circle. My mother used to say, birds of a feather flock together. So if you are looking to have more in your life, then sometimes we have to change our circle, or at least add to the circle, right? I'm not telling you get rid of your family and your friends. What I am saying is that we have to start expanding our knowledge. I ran from, anything with dealing with the stock market. When my father would get the paper and I see all of them numbers, it was like, well, I don't want to be bothered with all of that. What is that? But the way those brothers broke it down, they made it so understanding, so it just made me less afraid of it. And I think America has made us shy away from business. They never wanted us to know the science of business. That was one of the things they kept away from us.
That's right.
The science of warfare, and the science of relationships or the science of mating. So now we have to take these same sciences and embrace them because we are at war. And so we need to understand war. We need to understand not only is it a physical war, it is a spiritual war, it is a financial war.
Sorry.
It is a financial war. And we are dealing with it on every front. So the more informed that we are, the more we hang around people like Brother Dr. Wesley Muhammad, Sister Ava, Dr. Ava Muhammad, all these great minds that we have in our community, the brothers and sisters that were on that beautiful Nubian Leadership Council. Let's hang around those type of people this year. Let's hang around millionaires. Sister Wendy Sajda Muhammad, beautiful sister, beautiful spirit. She's always willing to give a word of wisdom. These type of people can become inspiration to us. My husband and I, we pray, and my son, we pray that we are those type of people that continue to help elevate your mind, and give you the word of God and give it to you in a practical way where you can use it with your everyday. Sister Mariam, I can go on and on with those people that can expand your thinking. So that's what we can offer you in 2021. More brothers and sisters that will help to expand your mind. We will be interviewing, God willing, more people on our different platforms to share with you more aspects and different perspectives and help you to gain more knowledge as we go into 2021 and allowing us to see these things through Allah's eyesight, through Allah's vision. So in 2021, I'm just going to go ahead and say it because we're not going to do the Queen of Rap. I'm sorry, I'm getting fed right now. But what I have been blessed to see for 2021 is there are 3 crystals that you need in your life if you don't already have it. You need an amethyst. Amethyst is a spiritual stone, allow you to see things through Allah's vision.
Mm-hmm.
The quartz crystal, crystallizing that thought, crystallizing that vision, enhancing that amethyst, and bringing more of Allah's spirit and energy into your life. And shungite. Shungite is energy and electricity within itself so that we can be electrified in our spirit to help guard us against the 5G radiation, those things that are coming to be harmful to us. Those 3 stones together, fam, from what I can feel, and what I feel Allah is sharing with me to share with you, is those 3 crystals are very important for us in 2021. I'm sure Allah will bless us. I pray that He does, bless us with more insight. But that is what I feel that Allah has shared with me to share with you for 2021. Shungite, quartz crystal, and amethyst.
I just want to come real quick and show you all something. Show you here. And I'm going to show you here. So those of you who don't have this book, or if you do have this book, the economic blueprint is going to be key for us today. This whole book, really. But the economic blueprint, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad laid that down for us to give us the way out of poverty and want. And if we would follow what he said in here, then we can overcome poverty and want. I'm switching between things, family.
Yeah,
we can overcome poverty and want if we would just follow if we would just follow the guidance that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has given to us over these last 90 years.
90 years. Oh, praise about that, babe?
All right. I'm going to just share something.
Okay.
Oh, you switched down.
Oh, well, you understand my intention.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I got you.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am. Okay. All right, family. So I'm gonna just share a little bit from this beautiful book, Message to the Black Man. And those of you who have it, all praise is due to Allah. Those of you who do not, then you need to get it. You know, I'm gonna share with you just a short chapter from here. And this particular chapter that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote is an economic blueprint. An economic blueprint. Okay. He says the black man in America faces a serious economic problem today, and the white racist Christianity cannot solve. You, the so-called American Negro, with the help of Allah, can solve your own problem. The truth must be recognized by the black man. He himself has assisted greatly in creating this serious problem of unemployment, insecurity, and lack. Before the black man can begin to gain economic security, he must be awakened from the dead and gain knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, which will enable him to follow my teaching. Islam, and only Islam, will point the way out of the entanglement of want in the midst of plenty. For the followers of Islam, the true religion of the black nation. Know thyself and be yourself. Islam makes a true brother to brother. If this be true, how can a believer, Muslim, be a true brother to another believer and boycott his brother and support the enemy? The believers in truth, Islam, must stop looking up to the white race for justice and take the following steps to correct this problem.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledge and recognize you are a member of the Creator's nation and act accordingly. Act accordingly. This action in the name of Allah requires you as a Muslim to set an example for the lost found, your brothers in the wilderness of North America. This requires action and deeds, not words and lip service. The following blueprint shows the way. Number one, recognize the necessity of unity and group operation activity. Number two, pool your resources physically as well as financially. Number three, stop wanting criticism of everything that is black owned and black operated. Number four, keep in mind jealousy destroys from within. Observe the operations of the white man. He is successful. He makes no excuses for his failures. He works hard in the collective manner. You do the same. If there are 6 or 8 Muslims with knowledge and experience of the grocery store business, pool your knowledge. Open a grocery store and you work collectively and harmoniously, Allah will bless you with success. If there are those with knowledge of dressmaking, merchandising, trades, maintenance, pool such knowledge. Do not be ashamed to seek guidance and instruction from the brother or sister who has more experience, education, and training than you have had. Accept his or her assistance. The white man spends his money with his own kind, which is natural. You too must do this. Help to make jobs for your kind. Take a lesson from the Chinese and Japanese. Go give employment and assistance to your own kind when they are in need. This is the first law of nature. Defend and support your own kind. True Muslims do this because the so-called American Negroes have been deceived and misled. We have become a victim of deception. He today is in the worst condition of North America, unemployment mounting, and he feels it most. He assists in reducing himself to his present insecure economic condition. You, the black man, are the only members of the human race that deliberately walk past the place of business of one of your own, a black man, and spend your dollars with your natural enemy. The so-called American Negro has never in the history of America been known to boycott or criticize the white man as he does his own kind. He thus shows love for his enemy and hatred for his own kind. A true Muslim would never boycott the place of business of his fellow Muslim or black brother. A true Muslim is proud of the success of his black brother and sister. He recognized their success is his success. He recognized the law of Islam. If one brother has a bowl of soup, you have half of that.
All praises.
All praises is due to Allah.
That is so beautiful.
All praises due to Allah. Now, of course, you know, you have to forgive me, but I had to just take a moment to read that.
Well, we're not going to forgive you. We're thankful.
You know, because some people think that, you know, that's something that you shouldn't stop and do. But, you know, it's okay. You can feel like that. But what I'm saying to you, brothers and sisters, is that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has already laid out the economic blueprint for us and showed us the way.
Right.
And he proved what he said works.
Yes.
So this is what's happening when we see we're suffering, when we see what's going on with us, when we see how we're not growing financially the way we should, then we should go back and say, what part of this are we not following?
Right.
What part of this are we not doing? Because he's laid down the roadmap for us, brothers and sisters. And with that, if we follow the guidance, if we could just for a minute, put down ego, put down pride. It doesn't matter if you Muslim, Christian, Hebrew, agnostic, atheist, whatever. If you can put down your pride for just 1 minute and listen to what the man that only went to the 3rd grade of school, who was taught by God, has told us and shown us that it worked. If we could just for 1 minute listen to his dietary law, which have allowed us to live longer. If we could for 1 minute understand that we have been blessed with a messenger of God in our midst, the one who is now the exalted Christ, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and his servant, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Brothers and sisters, this is not about you converting. This is about you understanding that you and I have been blessed beyond belief. We've been blessed beyond belief because even after our rejection of God, his Christ, he still gave us mercy in the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I'm not trying to convert you to anything. I'm trying to get you to understand that no teacher would be given to you other than one who was raised for you by God, because the white man not going to give you no teacher.
Oh, we know that
He's
now.
not going to give you, and the teacher that he give you is not going to be beneficial to you in the way that he should be beneficial to you, because he cannot be, because he's too tied to the enemy.
You know, and I think as we look at the hour that we're in, we should be expecting God to send us, you know, his wisdom, his knowledge, his way out, right? You know, we read it in the scripture and have grown up, you know, in Christianity, knowing that an hour like this was coming and that Allah was going to come himself, you know, and so we have to start asking the question, where is he? Right? So when we ask that question, we can now, if you would, you know, speak with members of the Nation of Islam, speak and listen to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, see the moves that we are making and what's being done, we will see that Allah did come himself, and then he taught one. You know, it's certain things that we talk about, fam, because, you know, if just imagine if you know the man that God spoke to directly, wouldn't you tell the world? Wouldn't you tell everybody that you knew? You wouldn't care what they think of you, right? Screaming from the mountaintops. I remember that song, you know, back at Circle Y Camp, Bangor, Michigan. Anybody remember those times if you ever went? But we used to say it, screaming from the mountaintop. Hey, world, I want the world to know the Lord of love has come to me. I want to pass it on. Okay? So that's what we do. We pass this word on to you because there is life in it. And we are so grateful to Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, who has given us our will to live.
That's what.
In a world like this, you got to have a will to live. Why are we alive? Why are we living every day? You know, as my husband was reading about the economic blueprint, it brought a thought to my mind. You know, if you've lost your job and, you know, you were doing something and now you don't have a way to make it, you don't have an idea. Why don't you find a brother or sister who's striving to do something as far as building a business, as far as having a product and building it, and help them. You know, you might not get paid in the beginning. You're not getting paid anyway because you lost your job. But why don't you build something together? You know, if you go to get to that person and say, look, I see you doing this particular business. I used to work in this capacity, and I think I can bring this to the table that can help make your business go further. And they will say, you know what, inshallah, hey, why don't we join together, write up an agreement, you know, so that we're both upfront and everything is legit, and we have a written contract between one another, as the Holy Quran tells us to do, and let's do this together. And if I put as much energy in as you're putting in, you know, then let's decide what portion I receive once we start making some real money. Right. Because Allah said, as this world goes down, that ours is coming up.
That's right.
So there is life in this, you know, and we can do it together. You know, if you see, like I said, you see one of your brothers or sisters, they coming up with a product, you know, and they're let's say butter, shea butter, and you know your job was advertisement. Well, why don't you help them put together a real nice commercial and promote their business and push their business and open up your own store selling their product and selling other Muslims' products?
Right.
You know, this is a big world. There are trillions of people on the planet. Billions. Right. I'm sorry. I went to trillions. That's them dollars. But there are billions of people. No. How many is it?
It's almost
700 billion.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wait. Let me look at how many people.
That my son is the actual facts guy, so he's gonna look it up for us to be certain. But the point is this: it's not the 1 million people that you may have in your timeline that you could sell a product to. There are billions of people on our planet. Okay, my husband was right on it. He was right on it. All praises due to Allah. You know, so let's work this together. Economic blueprint. Go back and read Message to the Black Man if you have a copy. If you don't have a copy, trust me, fam, this book right here is going to open up your eyes in a way, you know, that you have never imagined. When I first read this book, I was like, what? Because I was 20 at the time. And, you know, I had been fed lies like everybody else. But this book right here, man, gave me a whole new perspective of life, gave me a whole new way of thinking and living, you know, and becoming God, becoming, you know, a purified vessel is work. And it takes time and it takes mistakes and it takes learning and lessons and things like that. So we all got to, you know, make sure that we're on this path together so we can help each other clean up.
Right.
2021 can be a great year. You know, I do that there are some trying times in front of us and some difficult times, as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, you know, showed us in the fall of America and told us. Minister Farrakhan has been preaching, you know, for so many years about the fall of America. But America's fall is not your fall.
Right.
You don't have to go in that pit. That's what we're saying. Right. Is that their world is going down and it's going to look horrible going down. You're going to feel like you catch it. But Dr. Martin Luther King said he feel and he's sorry. He apologized that he was sending his people into a house that was on fire.
That's
See,
right.
if you try to catch America right now, it's going to burn you up. You got to let that baby fall. Leave her alone. Let Allah deal with her. Allah is speaking right now. So you allow Allah to do that, and you work on you. You work on your family, your brothers and sisters, helping to raise us up to a higher elevation, being on a different level of existence, right?
Right.
Vibing. Your vibrational level is on the God level, and that's the highest level that you could ever vibrate on.
Let me just say this, and we're going to make sure our beautiful son can say his piece too.
Right.
So we want to mention a couple of more things, then we're going to let him close out. But let me just say this, family. If you really don't know what direction to go in with this social media and building an online business, then, reach out to us in the inbox. Allah just bless your brother with many ways to give you ideas, and then we're plugged into people that can help you move the idea forward. Okay, I'm not telling you nothing about that. Yeah, I'm a multimillionaire, and I know it all. That's not what I'm saying. But if you put something in my head and we talk long enough, we can come up with something that you can begin to use and ways that you can move forward, to be able to do some things in this hour. Let me just give you a quick example of it. One of our great sisters, Sister Shakila, she does so much, fam. She does so much. She does so much. She's a yoga instructor. She knows several different types of yoga. She's a massage therapist and many other things. And so what Allah showed me to show her is that she can begin teaching her yoga classes online. She can teach the different types of yoga that she knows. She knows Qigong. She can teach that. She can make little ebooks. She can do actual couples massage by guiding them to massage themselves. So see, these are the types of things that I'm talking about. It's a business within each and every one of us. Your story itself, the life that you live, can help somebody, because somebody have went through the exact same thing or are going through the same thing, and they don't know how to get around the circumstances that they find themselves in. Well, family, that's what I'm saying to you. We can talk together to come up with solutions to actually help you in this hour, because you're going to have to, if you're not going to take this vaccine, which I highly advise you not to do, because it's poison itself. And we have many doctors in the nation and outside of the nation that bear witness to this reality and what they're doing. Okay? Don't feel like you should just volunteer your body to be experimented on. We've done that. And if we look at the Tuskegee experiment, it was black people that was put in front of us, famous people that was put in front of us to tell us to go ahead and take this. And it ended up hurting and harming us. And this, family, will be the same thing. Okay? So I just wanted to say that, but I also want to say this. We want to give a shout out to everybody that has been supporting all of our platforms. We thank you so much, family, for helping us and supporting Farrakhan in Tucson, which at this month, right now, we have 92,000 minutes watched. That's right. 92,000 minutes watched because of you. We thank you for listening in and sharing with the Queen of Rap, for let us build a Black conscious community. Mind Spark Creations, the Queen of Rap. I said that. Black Anime and Comics. We thank you all for all the support that you're giving. We thank you for every time you share. We thank you for every comment that you give. And family, we sincerely want to bring more and more value to you. We want to bring more and more value to you, so that not only are you looking at the platforms, but that you actually can take something away from it that you can use tomorrow, that you can use today. That's something that can help shift your thinking, shift your reality. That's what we're saying. We're serious about letting the spark in your mind create a new reality. We're serious about that, family. And we want you to let the spark in your mind create a new reality, no matter how dark it is. Remember, it was extremely dark in the vaginal tract when you was coming to be born. It was extremely dark in space when God was creating himself. But God became the light. I'm going to say that again. God became the light. And so you and I, and we have to do the exact same. We have to become the light today. We have to go within and let the spark of our mind create the new reality that we want to see. You can do this. You have the power to transform your life, your circumstances, if you would just dig in and dig in deep and think about it and study and surround yourself with people that's going to help you take what you're trying to do to the next level. You can't go to new heights with those who are not trying to go there with you. If they're not trying to push you forward and lift you higher, that don't mean don't love them. They just might not be the ones to help you in that process. They just might not be the ones to help you move forward in that process. And that's okay. You're fine with that. You go and find those who will help you.
That's right.
To be and push forward in the process that you're trying to manifest right now. We want you to know that you have the power to overcome whatever circumstances are in your life. You have the power to do that. There's nothing holding you back, family. The only foot that's in your way is you. It's that doubt. It's that self-doubt that you have. It's that inferior mindset that you have. Even if your mindset is not inferior, it's the doubt that's holding you back from moving and growing to the next level. It's your inability to access those who can help you push forward, because majority of where we want to be and the things that we want to do is not because we don't know how to do them. It's not because we don't feel like we could be successful. It's that we don't have access to the people, the capital, the things that we need to push forward with.
Right.
Well, that's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us to pool our resources, not just money, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. He told us to pool those things.
Right.
Because if we unite, like he said, and what I read in Message to the Black Man, then if we pull it together, then we can build great things. But we can't let envy, we can't let jealousy, we can't let envy, we can't let jealousy, we can't let strife stop us from building something that's gonna benefit us all in our future. You can't let envy cause that. You can't let jealousy and misunderstanding cause that, because what you all are trying to build, you're trying to build generational wealth, and if you can't get along, you can't do that.
Right.
So we have to be able to work through our problems. We have to settle our differences. We have to talk through our differences so that we can uplift and empower each other. Many of us have great ideas, great minds. All we need is money to meet those ideas. And that means talking to people, get involved with people. Those ideas can make people millions and billions of dollars if you all work in a collective manner, if we work in a collective manner.
That's right. And we have to take the opportunity, right? Take the opportunity. If you see it, then you got to move out on it. Don't sit back and say, well, that's a good idea, but you know, I'm tired today, or I don't think I can do it. No, just trust Allah. You pray to Allah, you trust Allah, you envision what it is that you want, you know, and then you move forward on it. Don't sit on it, fam. You know, the graveyard is full with those people who did not move on a great idea.
That's right.
You know, we want to put our children, our future, in a better position.
Right.
We want them to be successful. So that means we have to, you know, really amplify ourselves. You may be a little great, or you may have been great in the world of America. Now it's time to bring your talents and your gifts, your ability, your energy, your love, your passion to your people. Everybody don't have to start a business, right? Because it's not in everybody to be a business owner, right? And that's okay. But that doesn't mean you still don't have skills and abilities that you carry. You know, if what you did, let's say if you worked for McDonald's and, you know, your job was to clean
or manage.
Well, no, I'm just gonna put it like this. If you were you cleaned the bathrooms and, you know, you made sure the grease was off the floor, and so now that is a business. But if you know somebody who has a cleaning business, now you take your skills to them. Right. You know, you position yourself and say, hey, you know, I'm a cleaner. I've done this. I know how to do this. I'm good at this. I enjoy this. You know, and now you present it to a brother or a sister who started a cleaning company, and you go to work for them. You can go to work for them as an independent contractor. Yeah. You tell them how much you charge for your skills and your abilities, and, you know, they're going to either pay it or they'll counter offer and tell you, well, we can do this. Right. Well, you say, okay, well, as the business grow and as my skills and abilities shine through, I want to get more money. So there's ways to negotiate, you know, what it is that you do, even if it's something that this world calls a menial job. Uh-huh. We found out that these are essential workers. Right. Right. You know, you are essential. Right. You are. Don't let them think that you think you're less. You are essential. You are important. You know, so go ahead. I just wanted to just let you know that what you do is never insignificant.
Let me just share this, you know, because we're going to bring my son on and let him close. But let me share. Okay, my wife want to say something else. But let me share this, family. Let me show you. And show you how you can think outside the box. Somebody may need to hear this right now. Because you're wondering, well, what is something? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do the other. Okay. Well, look at this. Let me show you how you can take this knowledge and make monies for yourself. Just say, for instance, that you know businesses that are looking for somebody to clean their business, and you don't have the manpower nor the equipment to do what it is that you need to do. Well, if you would ask a cleaning company that does that, right, how much they would charge, and you find out all of the specs of the building and everything like that, right? And then you find out, ask them how much they would charge to do that. And they say, well, 1,000 or 2 or 3. Now, what do? You put your price on top of their price, and then you charge the client that you found the money and let somebody else do the work for you. That's right. That's called being the middleman. This is what the enemy does all the time. When you see places like, what is that? Angie's List? Angie's List. What are they doing? They are pulling people in the community that do different things. And as a result of that, the people have to pay to be on their platform.
That's right.
So it's the same thing what I'm saying. Why don't you think like that? So that means, okay, well, if they don't have somebody that could clean for them, and especially with this COVID going on, they need people with specialized chemicals that they can actually go in and cleanse these facilities. Well, if you know a company that does that, now you can hire them, put your price on top of the price, charge the business something, and you can do it over and over again. So if they said $2,000, you charge $2,500. You made $500 without never leaving your door.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's the power of social media. That's the power of online work. That's the power of thinking outside of the box, family. That's the power of thinking outside the box. So in this 2021, remember, you have to see the one. You have to see the power of the God in you to transform the reality in which you live. You have to see the oneness of us to transform the reality of how we live. Okay, my wife got one more thing to say, and then we're going to bring our son on, and he's going to close us out, okay?
You know, before I say my last thing, I wanted to say what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said. He said, if the world ends tomorrow,
you got to eat today.
You got to eat today.
Yes.
You know, and so as we move into 2021, unaware, unsure of what's going to happen, know that you're still going to need to eat. You're still going to have a roof over your head. You know, you're still going to have to provide for your children. So, you know, let's move forward with the idea in mind of uniting with one another, seeing a new world for ourselves and making it happen. Okay. So with that, fam, I just wanted to say about Love My Kidneys. For those who know and those who do not know, Love My Kidneys it's a beautiful project that is near and dear to my heart because of my fight, because of my love for myself. I have, I am experiencing or healing from stage 5 kidney failure. But because I love my kidneys and because I love my life, I am working and fighting every day to be a healthier being, to be a healthier, better person, more connected with Allah in order to heal my body or help my body in its process to heal. Allah created every last one of us as a medicine cabinet within to heal ourselves, right? The body, if you get a cut on your hand, your body immediately goes to heal it. So when a foreign object comes into the body, like the coronavirus, the immune system automatically goes to war and tries to kill whatever it is that has invaded the body. So whatever issues you're having, like I'm having with my kidneys, I have to now create an environment of healing. It can't just be dialysis to cleanse the body. No, I have to not allow too many toxins in my body in the first place. I have to eat healthier foods. I have to meditate. I have to exercise. I have to, bring in herbs into the body that's going to help strengthen the immune system and fight against anything that will harm it. And these things take money. They take effort. They take a collective supportive group with me. And I want to help give that to others because Allah has blessed me with many successes in this journey. And I want to help others on this journey, but I need your help. I need your support in 2021 with Love My Kidney Center. The ultimate goal is to create a center. Right now, we are creating this environment online, And establishing the 501c3 is the very first thing that we have to do. Well, not the first thing, because we're giving information on Love My Kidneys and with recipes and, bringing different people on with exercise and ways to handle our current situation, ways to be better warriors and fighters in this battle that we are in for our health, for our life, dealing with diabetes, dealing with high blood pressure, dealing with heart disease, right? Preventing these things, preventing someone from ever going on to dialysis. Well, all of this takes time and all of it takes money. And we have to prepare brochures. We have to prepare packages of information for our people to have. But we're not dependent on the Red Cross family. We dependent on you. We need everybody to send a donation to $ Love My Kidneys.
It's in the chat.
It is in the chat room. Okay. I don't care if it's $1. I figure $1, 1 million people, man, we're going to be on our way to something big, something, that has never been seen by this world before. We're going to explore the idea, fam, of creating a naturopathic program. That's right. Right? Where if you're in DC, we know a naturopathic doctor in DC, where you can go to your naturopathic doctor in DC. You can go to your herbalist in DC. You can go to your herbalist in Connecticut. You can go to your naturopathic doctor in Chicago. See, we're going to create this network and we're going to do it together as a family, not just for those who are dealing with kidney disease, but anybody who's dealing with any kind or want to prevent any kind of dis-ease coming into the body. We want to be that source. We want to be at least part of it. Ask for donations. We're asking that you send money to our Cash App at $ Love My Kidneys. Soon come. That's my Jamaican family to say it like that. Soon come will be the fundraiser on Facebook.
Yes.
What is it?
Shop Black Task?
No. The
what?
Where you set goals to, raise money? Cash App. No.
GoFundMe.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah,
I knew he had it in his brain.
I had to catch it.
He had to look at me, right? And pull it out of my head. 14 years of marriage to do that to you. So I'm grateful for that 14 years. A lot. Yes. So fam, with that, please support us in our efforts. We do so much. And not that we mind. I mean, this is our life. This is what we love to do. This is what we were born to do. And we know it's what we were born to do because we don't want to do nothing else.
Come on now.
Right? So Mind Spark Creations, of course, we carry our products on our Etsy page, which are the proceeds of the things that you purchase. A percentage of it goes to Love My Kidneys. What we do with Mind Spark Creations, our products are on, some of them are on our Facebook page, but we also have our Etsy page. All of it is in the link below. And everything that you do, fam, we stand behind our word. We stand behind our word and we will do what it is that we say that we will do. And we ask Allah, first and foremost, to hold us accountable. And we are accountable, and we will make Love My Kidneys as we establish the 501c3. It will be public knowledge as to what it is that we do and how we do it and how we help our people, because that is our what is important to us is saving the lives of our people and helping us to be stronger and healthier human beings so that we really can fight in the war that we are in. We can't do it if we're unhealthy. So we have to find a healthier lifestyle. And we are here to help present that to you. So with that, family, I love you. I'm going to let my beautiful son in his spirit and his heart. He's such a wonderful human being. He has been an anchor in our 2020. He truly has. He's been, right there supportive of his family. He has never left our side. And I'm grateful to Allah for this young man. He has truly been a gem to me personally. He's just helped me through my trials and my tribulations this year. And he's put many smiles on my face. and in my heart. So I'm grateful and I am thankful to my son, Mr. Jami Khalifa Muhammad.
Wow. I ain't know all of that. I mean, I knew it, but not like that, though. I'm glad by Allah's grace and mercy that, my mom and dad feel that way. And it's because of the way I was raised with the teachings of the Most High Muhammad. I was really born with the teachings of the Most High Muhammad by the lecture, How to Give Birth to a God. Um, but my closing remarks are that, like I said, I built the successes I've had this year. I've made quite a few sales with dropshipping. I actually need to make a track record, but on like my eBay, I got $310 in sales. I wish I had $310 in my pocket.
That's all right.
It's okay.
We're just talking about the success.
Okay, you're right. I had $310 in sales on there, and on Facebook Marketplace. That's just sales. I mean, but excuse me. And then Facebook, I mean, I made. If I go back and look, I probably made
quite a bit.
I made quite a bit. No, I was gonna say in quite a bit. I mean, quite a bit on Facebook. And then I finally have made my Black anime and comics website. And we will actually be putting a Black anime and comics website in the comments section.
Is that a Black anime and comics, Black anime comics and sci-fi
and sci-fi.com? Yeah, I apologize. It's a really long title, but yeah, I finally created my new website, and I'll be doing more announcements on that, soon. And I actually have right now. I actually have a pre-order special going on. I'm getting the DVDs of Muhammad, The Adventures of Muhammad's Children, Episode 1. I'm gonna have 8 of them.
All right.
So get yours while they last, because they're gonna sell really quick, inshallah.
And these are good for children.
And these are good for children of. It don't matter what religion you are. I mean, honestly, because growing food is something that's everybody actually needs to know how to do.
So much more.
Because as we, coming into this, famine time, we need to know how to grow food. Because, for example, we're trying to get some eggs in the store, and they had the big box, right? It said 60 eggs. And then they said it expired January 1st. I'm like, wait, what? Like, you can't even eat that. I mean, at the moment you get into your house, and you have to literally eat it within one day. You would have had to make a giant bowl of eggnog or something.
Yeah.
But that shows you what's happening. That we have to really grow our own food, and there are Black farmers that grow, food. So we have to find them, collaborate with them, and definitely grow our own gardens and things of that nature. Sorry, but my store. Back to my store. I'm definitely gonna be having more comics in stock soon. I got a few on there now, but I will definitely be having
those few.
So the few I got on there, I have urban style comics from brother Andre Betts.
All right.
And I have a comic company that many people may not know. It's called SOVEREI.
Sovereign.
No, it's not Sovereign. No, I'm spelling it because it's pronounced different. SOVEREIGN. Sovereign. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Comics. And I have also, I got a brother who he has this book on Amazon. It's called The Protector Saga by Branson Lee Grant. I don't really know him like that, so I have to buy his comic and definitely read that, because I really don't know about that comic company like that. And I'll be definitely doing more reviews, because I only got a few reviews for now. Okay. But I'll be doing more in-depth reviews of the comic books, and I'll be doing, interviews with the authors when I can get those interviews up and going. Right. So far, I got the interview with brother Andre Betts that I did about 1 month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago.
And then inshallah, will at some point soon do another interview with him again. And I've also got a blog on my website as well. So if you want to comment, your comments and your thoughts are appreciated. Let me know what you think. So far, I have the about blogs about two authors so far, brother Andre Betts and the creator of the Solve Rain Comics LLC, Tyrone Jackson. That's his name. Okay. And I'm going to continue to build the website and continue moving forward. Of course, one thing I have to say when the minister was saying, "Do you know your enemy?" and I'm not going to give specifics, but and he was saying that he doesn't. No, I was saying he was saying, "Do you know your enemy?" And he doesn't want to see us rise, and he doesn't want to see our success. So what the minister is basically was saying is, you're gonna have to be in your guard. You're gonna have, of course, your security mindedness, your security. You're gonna have, I mean, a lot, but we, inshallah, we'll make it through, because that's the one thing that I'm learning more, that you have to depend on Allah, who came in a person, Mesra Muhammad, or whatever name you call him, completely and fully. And you have to overcome fear, because I know, that we've all been trapped by fear to some extent, and you have to get rid of it. You have to challenge it. And that's the main thing. To get rid of it, you actually have to challenge it and stop, giving into it, because whatever fear you give into, the thing you fear, you're going to become the thing you fear if you keep giving into it, instead of just facing it head on and, getting rid of that. So definitely get rid of your fears, write them down on your paper, and I don't know, put them on your wall. These are my fears.
No, they don't look at them every day.
I mean, you know what I mean.
I would say, that's just my opinion. If you're going to write them down, then burn them, so that they're removed from your life.
Or personal.
And then write down your positive aspects that you look at every day. You don't want to look at your fears every day. So I'm saying, if you want to write them down so you can identify them, and then burn them babies.
Right. Or your other option, which some people might do, is just write it down in your personal journal. And as you get rid of each one, you can either burn it, like she said, or you can just cross it out and then rip the paper up or whatever.
Yeah, I would remove them immediately. Before I remove them from even within myself, you have to remove it from your mind.
Right, but you have to analyze it first. That's why.
Write it down.
That's what I was saying. You got to write it down, and you have to have it in. I mean, you could just have it in a journal, so that it's not in front of you all the time. But definitely, you have to get rid of your fears. You have to do what Allah is telling you to do, because you might be like, "Man, I done had this idea in my brain for the past, a few months or the past year," and then Allah's like, When are you gonna do that idea, man? I'm about to give it to somebody else.
That's true.
Because I know I got an idea, and we all have them, and we have to, and do the ideas that He's given us, because honestly, it's not really all about money. But when you do what Allah wants you to do or God wants you to do, the money will come if you're doing it, out of sincerity. It will actually come to you, because you become, as Brother Taylor Jacobs says, you trying to not chase the bag, you trying to become the bag, so money will chase you or come to you. I mean, I might not be recording exactly right, but that's one thing that he says. And the ABS tribe has really been beneficial. We're not selling a product to you, and it's really it's really a service, and they really teach you how to, like my mom was saying, how to grow your online presence on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. Because honestly, we have grown leaps and bounds on all our social media platforms. And as a tip, I would say, if you're gonna start your business, definitely Facebook, Instagram. Okay, now Twitter, I'm gonna warn y'all right now. Twitter is super slow. You have to follow people and always respond to their posts a lot and retweet their stuff, and so it's gonna take a while before you build that up. But some people, it might happen a lot faster. It just depends on the person. It might happen a lot faster. And then of course, use your hashtags. Use
something.
No, I just give it a few tips. I'll give it a few tips as a bonus. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then, make a title that stands out. And that's just some simple stuff for most of your social media platforms. What else? Wait, let's get that. Okay, and definitely, I'm gonna tell you now, it's definitely some movies that you need to go back and watch, especially like, okay, so I know most people, and I'm not about to spoil the movie. Most people are like, should I watch Wonder Woman 1984? The answer is yes, because it has so many, lessons in there for you to learn. Same thing with the Matrix. If you ain't watched that, go watch that, please. Go watch the Matrix. Go watch Kingsman. They actually about to. I forgot they're coming out with the next Kingsman in February.
But you need to see 1 and 2.
But you need to see 1 and 2 because 1 and 2 really is talking about what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Because she even mentioned like that white sugar, which is not healthy for you, is like legal drug. But it's a few movies that you should go back and watch. I think we'll start making videos, or I will, of movies that I think you should go back and watch.
Okay.
And just do it in parts or something so that way I'm not giving along.
Let me add this. For those that are into anime, those who really are looking for things to entertain their children. Okay, we come together. Okay. We can't get my son in this particular picture, but for those who are really into anime or different things like that, if you don't know the storyline, my son will give it to you. He is really one who pays attention to details. He will give you the story. This, I promise you. It used to drive me crazy. Now I learned to appreciate him and his attention to detail, right? And loving who he is as a person. Jami has really grown over the years, and this is something that he's always loved. And in my opinion, it's something I've always looked at. I've always looked at cartoons. I've always looked at anime. Who didn't watch Bill Cosby? The Cosby kids growing up, right? And now we have an opportunity to see it from our own perspective. With brother Andre Batson, the new artists, and even some of the old comic book artists that are coming out. Our beautiful brother and sister, brother Ernest and sister Lily, with NTP cartoons. With it's from a Muslim perspective, but it's universal. And it's an anime, and it's so beautiful. And my son is doing an awesome job with his website. So please go and look at the website, make a purchase, because you're helping a young Black man succeed, be encouraged, to push even harder for us and our children. Our babies need to see a vision of themselves.
That's right.
Right? Our children need to see a smile on their face. We've been watching. I'm old school, so Dick and Jane, and reading those books, and He-Man. All of them were Caucasian, right? So now we have an opportunity to see ourselves in these beautiful Black comics, anime, and sci-fi. So, support my beautiful son in his efforts. And trust me, fam, whatever support you give to us, we give it right back.
That's right.
We shop Black.
That's right.
Shop Black-tastic, be fantastic. Shop Black-tastic, be fantastic. That's what we do around here. We shop Black-tastic, okay?
That's right.
So, as we shop Black-tastic and you shop with us, you put more money in our pockets to allow us to not only shop with additional Black people and those that support us in our community, but it helps to build a world. We start circulating the dollar in our community for more than 6 hours. You know what I heard the other day?
What's that?
That in the Asian community, guess how long $8 circulate in their community?
How long?
47 days.
That's not surprising. I mean, it's really not surprising. Well, family.
We've been on here for a while
now. We're not going to be doing our other shows today. So you can go back. Again, we put the link to our YouTube in there. We ask that you would go ahead and subscribe. We thank you. We go ahead and
back over there so we can be looking at everybody.
Okay. So we can go ahead and you can go ahead, go to their YouTube and subscribe. Family, you can go ahead, go and subscribe and follow us on YouTube. Again, like we said, for the next 30 days, they have put us on punishment. They put us on punishment for sharing
with some beautiful people.
For sharing the truth. So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be on YouTube and on Instagram. You know, we'll still share things, of course, across Facebook. So those of you who are rocking with us on Farrakhan and Tucson, a lot of what we're going to have to do as far as streaming the live video, I may have to use my wife's page to do that. I may have to use her page to do it, to actually do that until they take this block off of us, you know, if they take it off. But we know ways around. But anyway.
You want the truth? We're going to find the truth and give it to you, family.
That's right. That's right. So, family, you know, we just want to, I'm going to drop this link in here. I'm going to drop the link in here so that you all can actually go ahead, if you don't see it already. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to drop it in here. Just give me 1 second so that I can actually...
you can go ahead and do that. And, you know, just to let you all know, fam, you know, like the minister said, we're not going to say, you know, Happy New Year. We're going to say, may Allah's peace be with you in 2021, that no matter what you are going through, no matter what you are trying to accomplish, that you have Allah's peace in your heart and your mind at all times, that you find joy in the midst of the madness. You know, we were at an event one year and it was storming outside. I mean, it was raining so hard, you couldn't even go outside. It was like you got to wait, you know, until the rain stopped. But when we looked outside, we saw a bird in a tree. And that bird was at peace. Was it that was when we saw when we was at the Blue Barn. Remember we were at the Blue Barn?
Yes.
And
that's the psychic fair.
The psychic fair.
The big
right.
psychic fair, right.
Right. And that was in was that Norcross? Anyway, it was in Georgia.
Roswell.
Okay. So what we experienced, and when we saw that bird, you know, being at peace within itself in the middle of the storm, that's how Allah carries us. If we carry his peace in our hearts, no matter what we're going through, find that place within yourself. That's where Allah is. He is within you at all times, closer to you than your jugular vein. You know, so may Allah's peace and blessings be with you in this new year, fam.
And I just want to say this lastly, and we're going to close out. Remember that in order to go to new heights, you're going to have to be the new you. You're going to have to push the bounds of who you are in order to go to those new heights. Mm-hmm. The old you is not going to allow you to go to the new level, so that you have to challenge yourself.
Right.
And you have to empower yourself with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and discipline, so that you can be able to be the new you that you desire to be. So in 2021, as we have said, we want you to see the one God,
right.
To see the oneness of our people, to see the oneness of our destiny as a people, and to know that whatever's going on, that you and I and we are constitutionally fit from God to handle whatever it is that is going on in this hour. So, brothers and sisters, we pray that you have a prosperous wonderful new year, and that when the trials come, and they will, that God will give you the strength, the power to overcome each and every trial in your path,
Yes.
and that you are able to get through it. And, again, as you already know, this may be someone's last year that you can, say God's peace on them. So don't forget
To love each
to
other.
love each other and to give flowers while you live. Well, we can't hug you, we can't greet you like we want to, but we're gonna give you a big old hug right there. We're gonna give you
Cheek
some
to
of
cheek.
that cheek
Oh,
to
I
cheek.
missed that,
We're gonna give
fam.
you some of that cheek to cheek right there.
I know.
Okay?
I love you
And
guys.
we want you to know that we love you. There's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
And please continue to let the spark in your mind create a new reality. Sister Viola says she loves her whole body.
I know
And
that's right.
That's right, Queen. That's what we have to do. I mean, got to love the whole body, but we only focus on the kidneys right now just because of what my wife is healing from.
That's right.
So we love the whole body. Tell your body you love it. Keep your body in the best condition. Make this a year in which you strive to be the absolute best you that you can be. God has great things for you.
I love you, Sister Viola. I miss you. I promise. Allah bless us to come through this pandemic. I'm coming to visit.
We got 4 tickets to anywhere in the world, and we definitely want to come to England.
I want to come visit you. And Sister Aisha, she's doing an awesome job. Tell her I listen whenever I can. We both do Thinking Thursday, so I know she's going to be doing her show soon, and I'm going to try to tap in to hear her. But I'm proud of her. I'm proud of you guys. Everybody, just be blessed. Continue to support one another. Continue to give your best to your family. Let your family know that you love them. I want to shout out to my mom. She just turned 80 years old yesterday by Allah's grace and mercy.
All right.
And we love my mom. Everybody know her as Grandma. And she's such a beautiful spirit. She has that youthfulness. She's trying to hang with the minister. She went to the minister's 70th birthday. And she's been hanging with the minister every year. Every year. I know his birthday. I bet you this year he gonna be 88, right? I'm like, yeah, mama. Keep on up with our brother minister and stay youthful like him.
Well, we want to give y'all some celebratory music.
Is this something new?
From
or is
this we just want to take a few minutes
and
rock out, because we want to bring in this 2021 with not revelry and ruckus and rebellion, but we want to celebrate the new us. We want to celebrate the new mind. We want to celebrate the new businesses. We want to celebrate the new things we're going to do, the new things we're going to learn, how we're going to set our families up for generational wealth. Yes. We want to name that. We want to claim that. We want to celebrate our unity. We want to celebrate our empowerment. We want to celebrate our love for one another. We want to celebrate what this principle of Kwanzaa is today, and that is Nia, which is purpose. And then tomorrow you have Iman, which is, or Imani, which is faith. And it's going to take a whole lot of that for us to get through these times. It's going to take faith. Let us be inspirational to one another. Let's call one another. Let's check on one another. Yes. Let's help one another. Remember that you are the best. So continue to be the best, okay? God made you to be that way.
That's right.
He made you to be the best. So be the best. Wa alaikum salam, Sister Latrella.
Hi, assalamu alaikum.
All right. We miss y'all. Please give Brother Captain Wayne a big super hug and your whole family. Just like that, okay? That's what I want you to do. Sister Viola, there go one for you, a Brother Khalif. I'm going to give you some of that. Okay. Hey, Annie, how you doing?
All right. Happy, peace Peace,
God's
peace
peace
to everybody.
on everybody. Again, we're going to just take a moment right now and we're going to celebrate the life that we have, and we're going to celebrate the new us in the new year. Be dedicated. Be focused. Get with those who are doing the same thing you're doing so you can continue to be inspired, okay?
That's right.
Let this be the greatest year ever because we can make it that way. So look for great things from us. We got some exciting guests coming up next year. We got some exciting things that we're going to be talking about and we're going to be doing. So we are excited about 2021 because we're going to see the one.
Right.
We're going to see the one God within us, the one destiny, the one journey for us to become one with each other, okay?
That's right.
That's what we're going to do.
We don't walk in fear, fam. We know that famine is coming. We know that the fall of America is here, but we don't walk in that fear. We walk in faith, and we want to help strengthen you in your faith. We want you to just be so full in your heart with Allah's spirit.
Yes.
Right? When the minister speaks, he don't speak from no fear. He speaks from knowingness.
That's right.
Because see, I know. Okay, we ain't gonna go there because the show is supposed to be over.
Yeah. Well, let me say this.
No, we gotta go.
Before the God,
look at him.
Before the God left the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Master Farad Muhammad, God in person,
yes, sir.
He gave him the 23rd Psalms, which talks about not fearing the arrow that comes by day or the one that comes by night, and how God would set a table in the midst of our enemies and lead us into green pastures. Read that, study that, know that, believe that, because God got our back if don't nobody else got our back, and He's calling on us to have each other's back as well, okay? Right. So look, this is what I want us to do. This is our assignment for 2021, where everybody that's doing something on social media, like my brother Winston over there, and all of us that's doing something, let's share each other's stuff on our pages. Share each other's stuff on our pages. If you find it valuable, if you find something good in it, then I want you to share it on your page. I'm going to share yours on mine, and we're going to subscribe to each other and uplift one another and build one another. All we need, for the most part, is 10,000 people to follow us so that we can monetize. That's easy because we got 5,000 and 10,000 people on our timeline. Let's go do that. Hit that YouTube subscribe.
That's right.
Hit that follow button on our business pages. Let's back each other. Let's support each other. Let's interview each other. Let's get busy in this 2021 and let the devil know you ain't got no power. God is the only reality. We closing this out with some celebration music right here. This one is called Here Come the Queen by your brother. Brother Dawood. All right.
I love you guys. It's awesome. Right. I love your energy.
Come on. Yeah. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of Young Con. You know, this when he was Brother Damon. So I'm going to give y'all a little bit of this one. Y'all might not know it. It go like this. This is a message to the black man in America from Elijah Muhammad, the messenger of Allah, to whom praise is due forever. It ain't a rhyme, it's a lyrical savior's letter. I got a rhyme and it's ticking like a time bomb, hitting every nigga in the head with Islam. Yeah, I'm kicking facts to the blacks in the project. Then I got my sword in my hand for the redneck. Damn the KKK. You cross burning Pecker Woods, roll through your hood, yeah, we don't play. Go get your buddies in your white sheep freak with a badge and a gun, 25 cars deep, son. The only weapon that I carry is the truth about America's plot to destroy black youth. The devil is the Mac, using you to kill a black brother in the dope game, slinging cocaine and crack. But if you too damn blind, deaf, and dumb to understand where I'm coming from, with the M-E, devil, let's A-G-E to the black man, A-N-D, his enemy. The color man is the other man who took the brother man from the motherland, got us fighting one another and took our name from us. And our language took the religion, the culture, the God of us, the enemy. Yo, we had to deceive us with a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Peckerwood Jesus to make us other the slaves for Lazarus must be raised up to bust and plus to crush the devil who put us all in a fine mess. He gave us a fake God and made us swine flesh. You made us call you master, you bastard. Put us in your church and gave us your pastor saying we should overcome, but none overcame, and the damn thing changed, and we still got a slave name. Your brain is trained in the frame of a sick man, begging the rich man, seeking like quicksand. See, Babylon the great is fall, and it's cold, and it's all, and Joe, you don't want to get involved in America's evil, wicked way of life, man. Separate from the goddamn white man. All right. Go ahead. Young Con the Don, shout out.
But my honey can sing this song, okay?
Come on now. Yeah, this 2021.
That's right.
We gonna see the one today.
All
All right, family. Assalamu alaikum. We love you. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Cheek to cheek. Big hugs. Mad love. Assalamu alaikum. Shout out to Mars 93. Shout out to Mars 32. Shout out to Mars 15. Shout out to Mars number 2 and all the study groups in Mars across the nation of Islam. And shout out to the black man and woman in America and throughout the world.
We love you guys.
Love y'all.
Assalamu alaikum.